Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where I like to make, create, and inspire fun art things with you. Today I have another couple of quick and easy Dollar Tree fall DIYs. I am so excited that fall is just around the corner, and making these projects has really helped me get into the fall spirit. So if you need some fall inspiration, come join me and let's art today. Jumping into our first project, we're going to be making a wooden tabletop sign. So I have 3 pumpkins. One is a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin from that package that you saw. One is a big wooden pumpkin sign, and one is from last year that I had on hand that I'm just going to be removing from the stand and removing that little pumpkin as well. And after removing everything, we are going to be painting the pumpkins. So first I'm adding the first layer of paint, which is red, orange, and a little bit of yellow. And I just throw it onto the pumpkin and spread it around because later on I'm going to add the shadows and details to it. If you have missed any of my fall videos, don't you worry, I will leave my playlist here in the right hand corner. You can click on it after watching this video, and I will leave a playlist down in the description box below. Moving on to the second biggest pumpkin, we are going to be painting it a green color. Now I did add a light blue to it, but I also added yellow, and it does come out this green that I absolutely love. I have been seeing a lot more of blue in the fall decor in stores this year. I'm still not there yet. I like more of the orange, yellows, and green tones for fall, but you can make these pumpkins however you like. For this last pumpkin, I am going to be cutting out some scrapbook paper that I've had on hand for years. I actually got it on sale at Michael's for $2. I found this orange piece of paper that I absolutely love, but this is more just to cover up the jack-o'-lantern's face because I do go back and paint over it as well. So here you see me tracing out the pumpkin shape on the scrapbook piece of paper. I did it twice because I thought I was going to cover the back of the pumpkin as well. I decided not to. And then I'm going to be hot gluing it to the front of the pumpkin. Now you can use Mod Podge, you can use school glue, anything you like. I just like hot glue because it's quick and easy dry time. And here are the pumpkins. They are dried. Now I will be showing you that I painted only on the back of the larger pumpkin, and I left the smaller pumpkin not painted on the back because you won't be able to see it. Now I'm going to show you how I do my details for the pumpkin. I first go in with a brown to paint the stem, and then I take it all the way out to the outer edge, and then I continue blending the orange with the browns and some red and some yellow until I get the shading that I like. And that's why I usually add a sloppy first coat of paint, because when I'm on my second coat of paint, it helps out with the blending technique that I'm doing now. And now moving on to my green pumpkin, I am going to be doing the same technique, but instead using green paints and yellow paints to help blend it back into the green that I like. If you have a moment, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and be sure to click on the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I would love to have you a part of my art family, and it does help me out so that I can continue making these amazing videos for you to enjoy. And I want to personally thank you to all the subscribers that have subscribed to my channel and helping me reach the 4K threshold. Thank you so much, and I'm happy to have you here. Here are all 3 pumpkins done and dried, and now I'm going to be adding them back onto the stand that the second pumpkin came with at the beginning of the video. And now that I have the position that I like the pumpkins in, I'm just going to hot glue everything down. Next, I'm going to be taking these metal words that Dollar Tree carries every year in different seasonal times, and it says Welcome Harvest, and I'm going to take some black acrylic paint and paint them. After they are dried, I'm going to be hot gluing them down onto the 2 larger pumpkins. And now adding the 2 remaining pumpkins onto the sign as well. I do add some jute twine to the stem and the bow that was on the second pumpkin back onto the bigger pumpkin as well. And here's how they look. I really liked how this one turned out. It was simple and easy to do. All you need is a couple of items from Dollar Tree. Now remember, you can customize this however you want. The possibilities are endless. You can make it bigger, smaller, add more detail, whatever you like. Remember, I'm just giving you a few ideas to help you out for this fall season. Okay, moving on to the next project. I am taking one of these fall signs and I'm just going to be using the back of it. So I'm removing the hanger and the tag from it, and then I will be lightly sanding it down. And after I sand the board, I am going to be adding the paint to the board. I add white gesso paint, yellow acrylic paint, and some gray acrylic paint as well. And then I'm just giving it a messy brush for the first coat like I always do. The yellow did come out a lot. I did not need that much. And now that it's dry, I'm just showing you here I have black, white, and gray acrylic paints to be dry brushing it on the board to make it look like natural wood grain. And I do this for quite some time so I get the look that I like. Then I further add in some brown tones or brown paint as well to make it more natural looking. And I add more gray acrylic paint to the brown to blend it all out. Moving on to the next step, you're going to be needing 2 of these foam pumpkins Dollar Tree carries every year and cutting them in half. I'm using my bread knife, but you can use whatever you like. Just remember to be careful. And now you have 4 half of pumpkins. Now I'm going to be painting my pumpkin. You do not have to. You can leave it as is. You can do whatever you like, but I'm going to be painting mine green and orange. Now I'm painting mine a light green at first because later on when I add detail, it's gonna end up looking a little bit darker. This is just for the first coat of paint, and the same thing with the orange paint as well. It starts off looking a little bit peach, but then ends up being a darker orange later on. Here you see me add dark green paint to the ridges of the pumpkin and I blend it out. I do go back over it a couple times with lighter greens and darker greens, and I also do add black acrylic paint as well because at first it started to look like a watermelon to me instead of a green pumpkin. So I just keep on blending until I get the desired look I'm looking for. I really do enjoy pumpkins and I'm so ready to have a slice of pumpkin pie. Does anybody else really love pumpkin pie? I do. My partner does not, but who else likes it? Let me know. I did the same process with the orange pumpkin as well. Now I'm taking that board that I painted earlier and I'm placing the pumpkins on top, and I'm going to be attaching it with hot glue. There is a flat part of the pumpkin that I'm trying to line up with the bottom of the board so that it is a straight line. And yes, I'm still saving up to get myself a new hot glue gun. This one, it did its job, but it's just time to say goodbye and get myself a new one. Next, I'm going to be taking some of these poster stickers and I'm going to be spelling out the word fall. I first cut out the letters so that I could place them on the pumpkins so I know exactly where I want them to sit. After I have my placement, I'm going to peel off the letters and stick them onto the pumpkin. Dollar Tree does carry a lot of different stickers that you can use, and you can also paint the letters on by hand as well. And if you have a Cricut machine, this will be a great project to use it on. After I have my letters in the placement that I like, I do add a layer of Mod Podge on top to act as a sealer for the letters to the pumpkin, and also it adds a nice shine to the pumpkins as well. And now that is dry, I'm going to be adding some embellishments to the pumpkins. I add some leaves. I hot glued those down. I'm also going to be adding little pine cones that Dollar Tree carries, and also using some Dollar Tree floral as well. And here's how this one turned out. I just adore this one. This one came out so cute. It was simple and easy to make. Anybody can do it. I did go back and add some jute twine to the back of the board so that I could hang it on this hanger and have it displayed in my home. I would love to know which one is your favorite out of the two projects today. Was it the door hanging one or was it the tabletop sign? Let me know in the comment sections down below. And here are both of the projects. I really had fun making these two. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And remember to be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up so that I can continue making these videos for you. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you. There. Oh my goodness, I can't speak today. And yes, I'm still getting a new hot glue turned out. I loved how it screams fall. They're both light and airy, and what am I describing? A cake? Oh my goodness. Let's see.